Attorney General Barr said, and as numerous witnesses confirmed, was complete nonsense. And he was, telling fairy tales about, foreign leaders and deceased communists and so on.
Yeah.
I love that. Hi.
Hello. Good morning.
Good morning, Chris and Travis. I'm Jody Hamilton sitting in for Ms. Miller.
Yes. Who is?
She's still sleeping.
I think she's not stirring yet.
Yeah, we didn't have a visit from the dog yet.
No.
Nope.
323-410-0458 is the number. It is 7 minutes after the hour. We have Bob Seska coming up at the bottom of this hour.
Yes. You talk to him on a regular basis, too, though.
I do. I talk
do
to
have
him
good
weekly.
chemistry.
We talk to each other often. We don't usually see each other. That's when it gets weird in here.
Yeah.
Because usually it's naked time on Bob's show.
I've heard that.
Yeah. His pants are optional.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we have Carlos the entire third hour
of the
show.
Yes.
So that was Representative Raskin not caring. He can't even tell the difference between drunk Rudy or sober Rudy.
No, he cannot.
Neither can we.
No, it's hard. Like when you see him testifying, it's like, is he just old?
He might just always be drunk.
Or is he drunk? Or is he having senior moments?
Well, yes. All of the above, perhaps. And he's mad.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a little cranky about this.
He's a little mad at Jason Miller in particular.
Yes, he is.
He's denied, obviously, his drunkenness on the night of the
Multiple
election.
people confirm.
I know. It's like you had to be pretty hammered for a lot of people to say that you were. I mean, not just one or two drinks here.
Especially the people in Trump's inner circle.
Yes.
Who never like to tell people the truth.
Right. So, I mean, he had to have been like super slurring and probably not steady on his feet.
Yeah.
Is what I'm thinking.
That's standard Rudy, though.
That is. We usually see him sitting, though.
Also, Dylan brought up last night. Remember, I feel like everyone's forgotten about the Borat movie.
Yeah. Oh, God, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, think about that one now in light of what they're saying.
True.
Sorry, just have to throw that one out there.
I forgot about that.
Cocktails and a young girl.
Uh-huh.
Who he thought was 15, I believe.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, he still hasn't been charged with any sort of crimes on that yet. But he's very, very, very upset with Jason Miller. He says he's disgusted and outraged. And at Bill Stepien, too. He's feeling the outright lie that he was drinking. And then he brought up with Jason Miller about the abortion pill. Remember that?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So he's bringing that back to the forefront, which is like, dude, seriously?
Big bag of rats. You're all awful.
You're all
fight,
off.
fight.
Exactly. Fight. They're just, I mean, it's, and somebody, thank you. Now, when Stepien testified the other day,
Right.
he.
On tape.
On tape.
On tape.
True. Which some people are, it would have been better for him to be there alive. Maybe not, because then they could pick and choose what he said without him trying to weasel it.
Word is on Twitter that his wife hasn't given birth yet.
Really?
Yeah.
Here's where I think it would have come in real interesting if he would have been there live, because we got a report. I think I sent to you later in the evening. So I feel like there's some questions that they could have asked him about his involvement with Trump, even though he's testifying
against him. They can re-subpoena him, I suppose, to show up. But yeah, he made himself sound like this wonderful guy.
I'm a good guy.
Team normal, yada.
Yep.
He's still making money off of Trump.
Yeah.
And the PACs.
The Save America PAC, which got all that money that they talked about at the end of the hearing yesterday or on Monday.
He's made, according to this report, how much is it? $1.4 million.
God.
Must be nice.
He told that he quit Trump's campaign because he could not go along with the election lies, but he's literally still coordinating with
Right.
the team.
Under contract with them. Yeah.
This was in Huffington Post. SV Date and Jennifer Bendry were reporting this. The article goes on to detail how the FEC reports show that the National Public Affairs, his consulting firm, has been paid at least $10,000 a month. That's nice.
I could use $10,000 a month.
That's a nice living.
Yeah.
That's a nice living just for that.
I know.
Totaling $130,000 just since last May. He's also been paid an additional $90,000 from the PAC, which
Save
is now
America.
for his new presidential run, so they can still bring in the money legally.
Yep.
And then $1.2 million from $1.2 million from a star-studded cast of Trump election liars.
Yeah.
including the woman that's running against Liz Cheney. She's paid him $190,488 because he's her campaign manager.
Yeah.
And Harriet Hageman or
Hagerman.
Okay, they spelled it wrong in here. So he, for him to say that he was team normal
Yeah.
and still making this kind of money, bring him back. Come on, bring him back.
Come on, where's our little raptor at?
Yeah, come on, Liz. You know.
Because I'm sure she has some questions about that money that he's getting paid out of the donations for the Stop the Steal.
Yeah, I just we need. I want him to kind of
He needs
explain. He
yeah.
has explaining to do.
Has some explaining
Like
to
working
do.
for the woman against Liz Cheney is one thing. That's a separate
Right.
entity. Fine. I don't agree with it because that's not team normal either because she's an election liar as well. She's promoting that and trying to unseat our raptor.
But also, when you hear like the right and you hear Trump talking about the swamp, that guy,
That's the swamp.
He is a swamp dweller. He's getting paid by people on both sides and then testifying against. No, he's slimy.
And he's so young, and he's been doing this for like 25 years.
He's
Isn't he in his
46.
40s? Yeah, he's been doing this since he was 21 years old.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
He was a baby when he started being awful.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I just, it's really kind of chaps my hide.
Chaps your ass.
It does.
Yes.
It does. That he's promoting himself as this good guy.
Yeah.
And in reality, he is not. Like I said, working for the lady against Liz Cheney is one thing. That's a separate entity. But still getting money from Trump himself, basically.
And he enabled everything that led up to this.
He sure did.
That's the thing. He enabled everything, and all of Trump's bad instincts. He let him run with it until like something awful happened, and then he was like, "Oh, I have to course correct myself and make myself look good."
Yeah. Oh, and by the way, kids, there is no hearing today.
Right.
In case you were expecting one today, it isn't happening, and it's not because of bad ratings.
Oh my God.
Donald blames poor ratings for Wednesday's kangaroo court. First off, it's not a court.
No.
It's a hearing.
Yeah.
He's not in court yet.
Right.
Please, 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 please.
I mean, if he wants to go into court and talk about
I'm
this
fine
stuff,
with
I'm
that.
sure that'd be fun.
I'm fine that. He said the unselects really
Oh
so funny. So funny.
God, it's like who writes his material? Because he manages to come up with something new every day that surprises me.
The unselects are going against me because I'm the only one who can fix our endangered. You made it endangered.
Right.
He says, and they want to destroy it because he's big.
Yeah, bold
All
letters
caps.
means it's
People want to go back to where we were just 2 years ago. No, we don't.
Nope.
no.
Remember the whole toilet paper shortage, kids? We don't want to go back to there. I don't want to go to there again. He said, word out that the reason the unselects have canceled Wednesday's kangaroo court is a total lack of interest leading to very poor. No, they got great ratings.
ratings are through the roof.
Better than the NBA finals.
Yeah.
Think about that. Sports people
Mm-hmm.
didn't watch the finals as much as people watched politics on Monday night.
Yeah.
Now, certainly the daytime isn't going to be as high ratings because
Right.
people are at work.
But then the whole day, the news clips are being played. That's wall to wall on the
Wall-to-wall
evening, the
coverage.
midday news, evening news. You know, all of the talk shows, except for unless you're watching Fox.
No, they did show the hearing on Monday.
Yeah.
I'm talking about like the recaps of
Oh,
it.
that's true. That is true. And according to reports, Zoe Lofgren, Representative Lofgren, did say that they wanted to give their video producers more time to put together the video packages because they had to scramble on Monday
Right.
to get the package with Stepien, pretending that he's a good guy, in so that they could get that testimony in that they needed to. So they're giving them an extra day to make it go better
Right.
and easier for them so they're not under that kind of
Yeah.
pressure. They have today.
Well, they were
to
also
make sure it's working
saying,
right.
and I appreciate this, and I agree with this, that they were one of the things that they wanted to do was give the story room to breathe and give people time to like look into this and understand it and talk about it, which is what we've been doing nonstop for the last 2 days. So I would say that
That's
there's-
our job.
There's,
It's your job.
Yes.
yes, it is our job, but it's also, but people are talking and people are
Right.
seeing this
Yeah.
and it's sinking in. So I think it's good that it soaks in a little bit because we're seeing all this other reporting that comes along with it as they start to pull out
Right.
more and more of the details
Right.
of what we've seen.
And when we get back from the soon to be having break, we'll maybe play some Cheney the video that she aired.
Yeah, she dropped a little bomb.
She did. It was great too. It was well produced.
Yeah, I
It
know.
looked fantastic. It's like, okay, we're not
It
having a
was
hearing.
lit
It
spectacularly.
She looked fantastic.
Yes.
It was very well done.
Saying
and
that about Liz Cheney. She looks fantastic.
she did.
Our raptor is apparently also a teasy minx.
She's very teasy.
She lures you in with that cuddliness.
Uh-huh.
She does.
And then?
No, I mean, that was, and it was also smart. So we're delaying the hearing till tomorrow, but let's let this video out.
Right.
Yeah.
So that people are still, there's more stuff to talk about.
Right.
Well, and that video that she released yesterday was the continuation of something that we had seen. We played that, actually, the audio of that yesterday, where he was saying that this effing plan of yours.
Right.
So we got to see where that story went.
Right.
Right.
And that was their tease at the end of the hearing.
Right.
On Monday.
On Monday.
Like, this is what you have to look forward to. It's like our favorite TV shows, like at the very end of it, like, stay tuned for scenes for next
stay
week.
tuned for, yeah.
That's totally what she did.
It's totally, it's like the little, what do they call
The little
it?
teaser.
Yeah, or at the end of a Marvel movie,
Yeah,
you see next.
it's the Easter egg.
Yeah, the Easter eggs at the end. She's like, oh, they made an Easter egg with,
I know.
with the lady.
At the beginning of the hearings, they should have said, the hearings are filmed live before a studio
Oh,
audience.
I wish they had. The 1/6 committee hearings are taped live.
Before a studio audience.
Yay! And they have applause signs.
Uh-huh. Yep.
You get an ABC producer in there, you never know what's going to happen.
Exactly. Yes.
That'd be funny.
Uh-huh.
Stay tuned. We'll be right back after these words. I mean, it's real that. It's
Uh-huh.
real that.
Yep.
And you guys just said that the hearing tomorrow starts at 10 a.m.
10 a.m.
Pacific, which is
time.
1 o'clock.
p.m.
Yeah.
Eastern. So I can actually.
It's outside of our time.
So yeah, you guys are gonna have to do this.
Yeah. Yeah, because you're not here tomorrow or
I'm
Friday.
not here tomorrow or Friday because there's a cartoon thing.
Your husband works in cartoons.
He does. He has several cartoons.
Yes.
My Patreon followers know that.
The wheels may come off the bus tomorrow.
What is your Patreon, Jody?
It's patreon.com/fumbunka.
Okay.
Yeah, and we do sketches. We do 2 sketches for the $10 level and 1 sketch a month. These are monthly sketches,
Right.
not weekly, because poor Sean. Poor Sean has to write all of these things.
Not Sean Comiskey.
No, Sean Barton.
Yeah.
And he has to write all of these things, and so I bother him.
Yeah.
He owes me some sketches.
Yeah.
I mean, we're good this month, and next month I've got 2 already, but I need August through the end of the year.
I mean,